Hello guys, welcome to Gunnervlog. Today I want to talk about buyback clauses. It's something that's been a bit of a continental phenomenon, really. Barcelona have used them. Real Madrid, you think of Gerard Deulofeu, who went back to the new camp this summer after 2 years at Everton on a permanent deal. Barcelona have since activated that clause. High-profile cases in Madrid include Morata, who was with Juve, and Carvajal as well. But it's something that we haven't seen too much of in England until now, potentially. Chelsea, who always seem to be ahead of the curve on these things, seem to be implementing buyback clauses. I guess they've been stung by the fact that they bought Nemanja Matic for about 20 odd million more than they let him go to Benfica for. And second of all, by the fact that they were chasing Romelu Lukaku, nearly paid £75 million for a guy who was on their books just a few years ago. They've looked at the Paul Pogba transfer. Players coming back to clubs who've had them previously and thought, we can be smart here. Chelsea are smart. Look at the way they use the loan system. Look at the sales they've made and the profits they've made on players. They're good. For a club who are very rich, they also behave very intelligently, very strategically in the market. And they have started to put in buyback clauses for their players. Reportedly, there are options like that in the deals for Nathan Ake, who's gone to Bournemouth. Nathaniel Chalobah has gone to Watford. And, of course, Bertrand Traoré, who went to Lyon shortly before they sold Lacazette to Arsenal. Now, Arsenal should be looking at this too. There are cases in the past where we've loaned out people year after year after year. Think of Joel Campbell, maybe, or Carl Jenkinson. And we've not necessarily reaped the benefits of that. We would have been just as well selling those guys and giving them a buyback clause. I mean, what's the advantage? Number one, you get them off the wage bill. Number two, you get some money in for it. Number three, that player gets a chance to develop properly at that club. It's not like spending 6 months on loan here, 6 months on loan there. They get 2 or 3 years to properly bed in. The club is committed to them. They're committed to the club. It's much more representative of what life as a footballer is actually like. And then if they succeed, if they flourish, then we can go back for them. And we can, yes, it will cost us a bit of money. But bear in mind, we've had some money in for the transfer fee. We've saved money on salary. And if they're that good, we'll take them. Now, there's some talk that Arsenal could be interested in a deal like this for Calum Chambers. I'd like Calum Chambers to stay, but if he goes, getting a clause in there seems absolutely the right thing to do. Let's say that Crystal Palace pay £16 million potentially for Calum Chambers. If we put in something that says if we want to buy him back in 2 years' time, we can do for 25 to 30 million. That might sound a lot of money now. But if we want to buy Calum Chambers in 2 years, it's because he's an absolutely top-class centre-half. So he'll be worth that money, especially with the way fees are inflating at the moment. So it's something I would like to start seeing us doing. I know we've lost some exciting young players this summer, Chris Willock, Dan Crowley. I hope that Arsenal have been smart and pragmatic enough to put clauses into those contracts to make sure that if they do flourish abroad and if they do want to come back to the Premier League, that we're at the front of that queue, contractually so. It's a little bit cynical, it's a little bit ugly, but other people are doing it. If Chelsea are going to start doing it, I want to see Arsenal start doing it too. And Calum Chambers seems to me like a great example, a great place to start. If Arsene Wenger can't see a way for him to break into the first team at the moment at Arsenal, organise that deal with Palace. Because let me tell you, if he's such a good defender that we want to bring him back, we won't resent paying an extra 10 million quid to get him back. Because he'll have become that good that we want him. And if not, we make some money on him now, in the short term. Nobody's hurt. Buyback clauses, what do you think? Love to know your comments. Tweet me, reply below, and do subscribe as always. Cheers, guys.